Welcome to the Sports Radio Music Show with me, the Gabby Cabby, at the magnificent Jamhouse for a right tear up with One Eye and Khaliq, supporting B1%. Music, chat and banter. Firstly, I'm starting with my two mates here from One Eye. You both got two eyes. Why is it One Eye?
One Eye, it's basically sort of a symbol to present a unity, sort of one vision, togetherness. So yeah, One Eye basically.
And that's the essence. I mean, I've hooked up with loads and loads of bands. There's such a community. There's such a spirit. The kind of mecca of music, the Brown Line in Ockley, is only a stone's throw away. We're linking up with so many, and you musicians, although you're One Eye, you've got members of your band that are in Khaliq's band, you're in other ventures. It really is a kind of, it's a gelling of something special that's happening, not just in Birmingham, but up and down our country. We're starting a music revolution in Brum.
We are, well, yes, and you know, many people are involved, as you say. You know, we all work in other projects and we've got other things going on, but you know, tonight is all about, well, Khaliq, obviously, he's going to be fantastic. He's on before us, but you know, One Eye launching our next single, which is, well, our first single, really, debut single called England.
Now, we're going to talk about Khaliq later, so we'll keep Khaliq on the back burner.
Okay.
I want to know all about One Eye. England sounds like a World Cup song. I know it is. I've seen it in the Birmingham Mail. I've heard it. It's fantastic. We're going to be putting it on our sports radio show. Who wrote it? Tell me about it. I mean, obviously it's about England and we're going to win a World Cup.
Song was formed by, well, our manager Grant Lee said to us in December, lads, you know, let's look at the next sort of album's worth of material. We've got an album we haven't released still, Worries in Trouble, but you know, thinking about new songs, he was saying, let's do a World Cup song. So approached a couple of us to write a song for the World Cup, and sitting here with Dextry Kid, myself.
Here's a greetings.
Alex Sharpich, sorry Dex, cut in a sec. Right. We wrote the lyrics on the song and like the melody, and then we always like to get the band involved at that point and sort of work on the composition and arrangement. So group effort, basically. And
a Midlands feel as well. Didn't you not film it at Bescott?
We did some of it. We also did. We also filmed 2 days there and 2 days at the Adam and Eve in Digbeth.
Okay.
If you know, it's another live music venue in Birmingham.
That's right. You know, and there are some great iconic places in Birmingham. Yeah. You know, you've got the Actress and Bishop just down the road here as well, and you've got you know the Sunflower Lounge that we do a lot.
It's One Eye once again. We're going in for the World Cup this year. Gonna do it big style, and we're coming on with it.
Yes, we're going to Brazil, and yes, we know how to thrill. We have to dance with the ball, just like we in a dance hall.
France, they try get a glance, step up on the pitch, jump and prance. They can't come test we, they don't stand a chance. Brazil, with them acrobat skill, them boys they can kick a ball still, but they can't test we, they will get killed. So dress back and chill. Argentina, how do you mean that? No more handball, you little cheater. Do you really think that you can beat we? All I know say you is a dreamer.
Italian team know how to run with the ball. We have to beat Uruguay, but it's not a problem when we don't play shy. Don't underestimate yourself. You really have to believe, but know that Costa Rica stealth.
Spain, they done rock steady, cause they done win 2 cups already. But we have more fire. When them up like say we ain't Freddy. US, they They think they're the best, but everybody knows they can't contest. No need to worry, no need to stress. Nothing more said, nothing less. Ivory Coast, you can't boast. Compared to we got the most. So all the England supporters, hold up your gas, let's have a toast.
And yes, we know how to thrill. We have to dance with the ball, just like we in a dance hall.
So you got a World Cup song, it's out, it's up, it's running. How do people get hold of it? How's the simplest way? Is it on iTunes? Is it on Amazon?
Well, I mean, as of 12 o'clock tonight, we're releasing we're going to show the premiere of the video at Jamhouse at the gig tonight.
Right.
And as of 12 o'clock, it will be on iTunes, available at www.itunes.
And other well-known download sites.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, Industry Records, if you look on there. If you look on any of the One Eye websites, oneeyeuk.com, there'll be all the links to every one of our tunes. You'll see some live stuff like we did Shambhala and stuff last year. You can see some of the live events that we've covered, and you just get a general feel of what it is that we're about. And
the video, bear in mind, guys, at the screening tonight, that'll be on YouTube on this coming Monday, which will be Monday the 8th.
Absolutely, something like that.
So I'm just counting the
this probably won't go on for a couple of weeks.
Oh well, you got plenty of time.
So you actually cutting a video here tonight as well?
No, the video's been cut. But we're screening the video that you just mentioned, the Prescott and the Adam and Eve. We're screening that tonight. Some of the people coming down were involved in the video as well.
Sure.
And can I just I have to take time out and say thank you very, very much to Sentient Visuals, who have done a cracking job. The video looks superb. I mean, when you'll see. Right, we enjoyed filming it. Watching it's even more fun, and seeing the outcome of everyone coming together and doing what we had to do, and the pub scenes. Oh, it's just you'll see. Have a look, YouTube.
It's a fusion of football and music, and that's what we're all about. That's what I'm all about. I'm watching football players these days, and I see them with such sad faces. I've never seen a musician that doesn't smile when it gets up there and playing the music. It is, isn't it?
It is.
It ain't just me. How difficult is it getting that music out in a kind of normal capacity? We've got, in Birmingham, we're the home to, I think, Heart FM, I think Capital have got one, I think there's BRMB, like, they've changed the name, We're Free Radio. They all seem to be controlled radio, and they've got playlists, and if you're not on the playlist, you don't get played.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is the case. It's all directed from London with the major radio stations. Like, for example, I was having a chat with a well-known DJ from Heart FM and asking him about potentially getting our music sort of aired on Heart, and he said, unfortunately, no chance of it. It's all, London decides what goes on the playlist. They just press the play button. Thankfully, though, BBC introduced him. Big up to them. They've been playing our track, and the sports team are sort of loving the England track as well. So, the BBC have put a little show together, big show, BBC introducing, which is nationwide, to support up-and-coming artists, who find it difficult to get around that situation. So, there are avenues, but it is tough. You can set up your own label, as we've done, to try and sort of not rely on the majors, basically, so much. So, there are ways of doing it, but it is a long sort of process, and you need a great team behind you. And fortunately, that's what One Eye's got, a super team, and we work together and we get things done.
Now, have you got my good mate Daz Hale from
Daz, yes.
Yeah, he's Daz on there.
That's it.
Now he thinks he's a singer as well, mate. I swear, the money gods. To ask him about the money gods.
Well,
the money gods.
Yeah, it's Eileen's group.
Well, he should have let us know. We would have got Daz on the England track, I don't know.
He would have got proper. He would have been up for that. Tell me all about where are you from? There's 8 of you in the group, and I believe sometimes 9.
Yeah, We've come from Birmingham. We're a Birmingham band. It's a band that's manifested. It's not been manufactured. It started off as one thing, and it's accumulated, and we've changed and nurtured it and shaped to what we are now, and to be able to produce the sound, which we think is a very Birmingham sound.
Describe that sound.
Why did I describe it last
A
time?
little bit of specials, a little bit of UB40, mixed with a little bit of smiley culture, maybe.
A sprinkle of smiley culture, wasn't it? Yeah.
That kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's
accessible reggae.
Yeah, everyone can understand it. It's nice. You can play it on a Sunday morning. You can play it on a Saturday night. Kids can listen to it. It's nice. It's giggly. There's adult humour, but not offensive.
Yeah.
The political issues that we do touch on. Some of us just humorous issues, and we just make lights of situations that everybody can relate to.
Yeah.
And, that's reggae, really.
And that's music, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
And not with the Birmingham, as you say, the Birmingham sound with a little bit of a sprinkling of the Balti as well, stuck in there for a nice bit of fine seasoning.
Yeah, a little bit all-purpose seasoning just for flavour.
Absolutely. So, what album, have you got any albums out at the moment? How can people hook up to your music?
There's 3 sampler tracks available that you can buy on industryrecords.org, which is an independent label, or... As we say, the England track will be available on iTunes this weekend. Worries in Trouble will be the album that goes on release. We're just letting it simmer for the moment because still got a little bit of work to do before we want to release the album. There's a few key dates coming up, tours, etc. So yes, look out for the album. But if you keep going on to www.oneiuk.com, that's the band's website. Everything's updated on there regularly. So forthcoming events, album release, single releases, any information you need, just keep tuned into that website.
Now, what everybody that's listening to this now are going to be saying, Gab, One Eye, is it the one or is it O-N-E?
It's the number 1,
yeah.
The word E-Y-E.
Yeah.
Right, and can I just douse any speculation? It's nothing to do with Illuminati. It is, as he said earlier.
Illuminati?
It is.
You shouldn't have mentioned it. People are going to be looking into it.
I always get it. I always get it. I always get it
because you're into your little, what do you call it, conspiracy theories. You see, it's only you who's seen anything about the Illuminati that might be associated with it.
But just to clarify, it is about one vision, one focus, one aim.
Yeah.
We see it all through the same eyes. That's what we stand for.
Yeah.
I mean, the band is compiled of 3 Serbians.
Rob Blimey. It's not the United Nations, is it?
Oh, it is. We've got a. Where's James from?
Jamaican, Cuban, flipping black countries mixed in. That's a different country.
And I'll be honest, you can understand the Serbians better than the Yam Yams, can you?
Well, the Serbians and the Yam Yams.
There's a mix of people in the band. But that's
it's nice. It's a nice flavour.
Yeah.
Also got to take time, and Leonie's lovely, beautiful backing singer.
Leonie
Moore. She's just had a baby at the moment, which is why sometimes people mistake us for being an 8-piece because she just had a baby. But she'll be back full fighting force.
Oh, so you've got a girl in the band as well, then?
We have, yeah.
We've got a girl. Yeah,
you got someone to do your cooking and getting your back.
No, the only he said it, not us.
She'll go balmy.
Oh, she will.
It's alright. I do a lot of stuff for Birmingham City ladies. The girls know what I'm on.
It's alright. Then you can take the beating, then can't you?
Oh,
yes, right.
I take a beating all the time now in my mouth. Festivals and stuff. What's the summer got in store?
Summer's got a few things in store. I mean, we're really looking further afield at the moment, the States and Europe. Can't confirm anything yet, but yes, there will be a few key festivals in the UK. Shambhala, we played at last year, and we're looking to do that again. We can't really say because we haven't confirmed any yet, but look out for Shambhala if you want to catch us at a festival. But just basically
can I speculate on a few?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but I love speculation.
Boomtown. There's sprinkles in the air.
So you've sorted Boomtown out.
Reggae City.
Yeah. It's not on this year.
It's not on this year.
No, it's not going ahead.
That one's knackered, mate.
As I say, there's a few, but I don't want to be speculating.
I'll speculate because you see, we know the Reggae City lads. They have us there every year, and we love them. We do love them.
Yeah.
So big up Reggae City.
Where is Reggae City, by the way?
It was in Digbeth, but I know for a fact it's not running this year.
Oh yeah, it was running a couple of years.
It was running up until last year.
Yeah, and it was nice. It was a lovely event.
But no, this summer, just to say, keep up to the website, onto the website, forthcoming dates, you'll see plenty.
Yeah.
We're in Leicester tomorrow night, we're always gigging, so,
Yeah, if you get on the mailing list, if you go on the website, fill in your details, mailing list, we'll send you, if you tick email, phone, you'll get all the details and stuff. And sometimes we feel generous and we'll give out tickets and stuff.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah. But that's the thing with people, you know, in rock and roll and in music, they think it's an absolute breeze.
Oh, no.
But it's so difficult, isn't it? It must be the hardest industry that I've looked at really seriously to break in.
It is. It's a combination of who you know, where you are, and what you know.
But that shouldn't be right, should it?
No, it shouldn't. You should be based on your talent, your contribution to the music world.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you're not. It is a combination of all.
What can we do to change that? How can we smash it?
Well, I think Birmingham needs an industry. It needs a music industry hub, and that's the one thing that we lack here. Great musicians, but we lose a lot of them to London because the industry's, you know, 99% of it's based in London. So the one thing I think Birmingham needs is, like we're saying, independent labels, and, you know, people really trying to sort of put roots down and foundations down in this city to keep people, you know, actively working as musicians.
Well, you've got one.
We have, yes, and I mean, you know,
we've got one.
And there's also, I mean, I know that there's several people starting things up. There's Digital Musicians, which is starting up. There's Birmingham Hub, which is exactly for this of what we're doing. It's bringing musicians, visual artists, and next generations, as well as the old, showing them what to do within the industry, how to deal with it, like things like PRS, PPL, how to do the legal side, as well as the actual practical side, how to market yourself. The whole packages. There is companies that are doing that.
It's learning the business side as well as being a great musician, and that's always a tough thing because, you know, we're creative people, and often enough you get other people to do the business for you, but those people are largely based in London, you know, and online does help a lot these days because you can get a lot done just with a computer and Wi-Fi, but it's a tough thing, you know, you just want to get on with your music and not have to consider the business.
But don't ever, to people that are out there doing we've been doing this for years, and it's now that we're coming to light. Don't ever give up, don't ever stop. You will have fallouts within your band members and your band managers. Have them arguments. It's about getting back together and getting back on it, and how you get back stronger. Me and Al have had hands around each other's necks at certain points when we disagreed with each other. You know, handbags at dawn. Yeah. And
he's a big lad though, isn't he?
But you know what it is? We get over it, and then you become stronger, and then you focus more on what it is that you're doing together to get to that point, because it motivates you more than it. It's like, all right, then, you know what? Well, you know what? Let's just do this song and smash it.
Yeah, and it always comes back to the music, which is where it needs to. But on that note, coming back to the music, we'd also like to announce that we've just had some news. There's a spoof British film called The Hooligan Factory, and it's a sort of spoof of the whole hooligan culture, comedy basically. The release date's been set for the 13th of June, and our follow-up single, Mr. Bailiff, is included on the soundtrack. So if you want to go into the cinemas, watch The Hooligan Factory, you'll hear One Eye. Largely, a big part of the soundtrack is One Eye's track, Mr. Bailiff.
Mr. Bailiff.
And you can buy that track now on industryrecords.org.
Will you be playing that tonight?
We will.
We will.
Superb. Now, you say a spoof hooligan film. How's that going to work? 'Cause I mean, like,
don't know.
Don't get taking a piss out the Zulus.
I think, to be honest,
they're going to come and get you.
I don't think they're taking a piss out of any particular firm. I just think they're sort of, you know, obviously generalising it. You know,
he's trying to set them on, you know.
So
I'll have a word.
I don't know. I've seen very few tiny bits of footage, nowhere near enough to work out how the film's going to go. But it's a British film. They've got great backing. It's on national release in cinemas, so it's you know, it's going to be.
I'm going to start my speculation again now. It's a bit like Football Factory, kind of ish, but with more comedy.
No, but it's basically it's a Football Factory piss take.
Oh, right.
Yeah, basically.
But these films, all joking apart, very, very popular.
Oh yeah.
My mate Barrington is in one coming out. I think it's about August, September time, called Governors. You know, and there is such a market for the music, for the football, with that fusion, with the casuals, and all the rest of it.
It's like another hood. The Deacon, Adam Deacon. This film, I mean, that it just breaks boundaries for British actors and British musicians. The fusion of it all. It is more of a cultural movement now, so it is really nice.
But music's always been that and done that. It's not just the sounds; it's the look, it's the image, it's the culture. You know, music is like It's like a river. It like flows, don't it?
And you know, I think it's sort of, hopefully, fingers crossed, reggae's been quite an underground scene since the sort of 80s, very early 90s, and that's what we, you know, would like to do, is bring back some of that sort of retro, you know, that retro sound back into the charts. So, as we say, you know, hopefully One Eye, with its more commercial, more accessible reggae sound, can, you know, get it back into the charts again.
Yeah, I was going to go somewhere, but I don't think I'm going to go there.
Don't go there. No,
sometimes, and what does annoy me, that if somebody's really famous and sticking it in a video or sticking it in your band, then they buy it. But that can't be right, can it?
It's commercialised branding.
It can't be right.
And that's why you don't want to go into it.
But it can't be, can it? It's all about the reggae, the kind of the ska, your kind of music, your genre, is a fantastic genre of music. If you can't get up and dance to reggae, boy, you ain't got a pulse.
No.
Have you?
Exactly. Well, good reggae.
Well, yeah, you know, you have to. But the thing is, as we always say, like it's a river. Sometimes it has to come back on itself. Because it's the next generation. They don't know about the Winston Reedys, the Freddie McGregors. So we've got to kind of give them a gateway into that, and that's what we do. So if people keep doing their music and keep doing the remixes, and yes, using some old stuff, making it a bit more contemporary, there's nothing wrong with that. People think, you know, you can't do that. Yeah, do it. And we would love people to take bits of One Eye stuff and in 10 years' time and remix it and make other tunes. That'd be lovely, because it's keeping it alive. You know, it's keeping that vibe of what that person wrote alive.
Let's be honest. There's only a certain amount of strings, of chords, of skins, and all the rest of it, and notes. Everybody takes a little bit from something and puts it into their style. It's impossible not to. Every artist that's ever walked this planet has been influenced by some persons.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the album that will be released, you know, this year at some point, Worries in Trouble, has taken, you know, not taking bits as in sample or anything. Everything's written by us and everything's live and recorded by us, but, you know, influences are there, and you'll be able to hear them, some more than others, you know, when you listen to the album. But yeah, it needs to be done, because, you know, I mean, the solid foundations laid by musicians of the past and times gone by, and why disregard their achievements and, you know, sort of sounds that they created. You take it on board and you make it into something new. As Dexter was saying.
What artists influenced you two guys, for instance?
Would you want to do artist for artist?
Oh, God. Me, I started out listening to a lot of jazz, to be honest, and then from jazz went into sort of, you know, my dad was big on his Motown, so that was always playing in the house, and elements of reggae, but very much sort of soul funk, you know, like George Clinton, Curtis Mayfield, I'm trying to think, Bootsy Collins, you know, that kind of vibe, 70s Parliament, that kind of scene, and, you know, other genres. And I love my 80s, sort of certain 80s classics like Prince, obviously a bit of Michael Jackson. I could, you know, the list goes on.
Everyone's influenced by Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's not even worth mentioning, but, you know, Prince was a big artist for me back then.
Symbol.
Yeah, no, not Symbol, Prince. No, his Symbol stuff. I went to see him at the NAC in the early 90s when he was trying to get out of the Sony deal, and he didn't play any of his. No, he played. The only track he played at the time when it was in the charts was "Could You Be." That one. I didn't recognise any other material. I wanted to hear Cream and Kiss and all the rest of it.
But again, as an artist, you've got to find that balance, haven't you? Yeah. You know, you want to play stuff from your new album, your new material. Yeah. The fans want to hear the classics. Yeah. Them new songs that you write in time will be classics. Yeah. But so it's finding that mixture and that balance. I mean, Kevin Rowlands was on, I think, Anton Deck, and he said, I ain't singing Come On Eileen Soddy, I want to sing something from my new album. and that's unfortunately, a lot of people want to still, you know, let's have that song from the past, but you've got to reach forward and create something, because that is the essence of music creation.
What we're doing with this album is migrating them into it.
Yeah.
So there will be something new, something that they've heard, something that they haven't heard. I mean, we have got a nice little sprinkles for them.
I skipped on your influences though.
Oh, my influences. Well, my influences. Where can I start? 14, I used to have a little sound called Big Intentions Crew, and we used to play christenings, funerals, bar mitzvahs, anything, basically, anything my dad could get us for a booking, we'd play it, and we'd play from as soon as we got there till 6 in the morning, me and 2 lads.
Oh, blimey, I've just run out of battery. Nah. I'm only joking.
Well, yeah, that started off with like reggae, lovers rock, bashment. Then I went migrated, did a spot of pirate radio, did a lot of house music, garage music. Now I still do a lot of house music. I work closely with Urban Dubs Records. Big up, lads.
Yeah, big up. Honestly, seriously, on ours, big up anything, any stations, the whole lot. We ain't like these. We're sports radio. We won't talk about it. We will talk about everybody. It's about music. It's about unity.
Sweet. Well, big up Jeremy Sylvester. Big up Christian Bailey. Yes. Big shout out to Chet Latwan or the Birmingham Hub crew. Shout out to all of the Urban Dubs family. We are doing a lot of housework, and when I say housework, it sounds like we do cleaning.
They're not cleaning, are they?
Well, we're doing house music, remixes of the couple of One Eye tracks. What other influences? I mean, usual things, Garnet Silk, what a lot of people relate to as Saturday morning, you know, when you get woken up by your parents at 8:30, even though you got old school, with loud music, there is food cooking, and you've got to get up and clean. Yeah. That kind of music, I mean, people that have come from that culture would know exactly what I'm talking about.
So what house was you born in?
Oh, my dad's house. My dad's house.
Leading cleaning as a kid, you'd have a laugh.
Yeah, I think loads of cleaning.
Don't let us start on that.
That's having Eastern European parents so as well, obviously.
Oh yeah, anyone that I was raised by a Jamaican man. It was just me and him in the house, yeah. So as far as he was concerned, he taught me how to clean. That means I did the cleaning.
Fair play.
But yeah,
superb.
But that's the musical influences. And when we write, I mean, a late reggae artist, I would say more like Garnet Silk and Movado.
Yeah.
That's what I'd put my style down to.
But any of those guys that you're linking up and whatever, tell them all about sports radio. We'll come out with our recording machine and we'll get all what they're doing on our sports radio music show.
We'll support it. You supported us. We'll always support each
all
other.
as one.
You know, One Eye.
All comes round to Cyclops, don't it? Guys, thanks so much for your time. Have a brilliant night. And we'll back you all the way.
Thank you to Sports Radio.
Thank you all listeners. Big it up.
Cheers.
One Eye.
Go on, carry on. Cheers. I love it. Joining me now on the Sports Radio Music Show, the man of the moment, Khaliq.
How you doing? Gab, man, you alright, mate?
Brother, how are ya?
Good, man. I'm on stage in about 40 minutes, innit?
How you feeling?
Nervous.
Yeah, I can see. You're like a bundle of energy and stuff.
Proper nervous, to be honest. There's loads of them down there.
I know.
Where'd you get them from?
I don't know. But this is it, innit? You know, from mucking up at the Brown Line and...
Someone said it was a free meal, I know something like that.
It's nice.
Bloody loads in there.
Nice food.
Yeah, but they've all got knives and forks. It must have come for the food, innit?
Nah, they've come for you, mate. They've come for you and One Eye. It's going to be... I am excited about this. I mean... Sports radio, we go out and about, we hook up with musicians, not just brummies, but, you know, people further afield that come to Birmingham. We support real music. You know, you're an artist that I really have got into. Not only that I love your music, I love you as well. You're a magnificent man.
Sure, man.
Your Astral Projections, that album, I think it's an absolute banging album. We're playing it loads on the Biscuit Boys show and on the Biscuit Tin.
Really take me out off to you for the amount of times you've played my stuff on the radio, and because of you, since the last time I spoke, I was going to say I'm getting loads of people into the stuff because of you, Gab. I thought that was loads. Since I spoke to you, I don't know what you've been doing, mate, but it's really good, man.
Analyze it in my head. We used to
watch films about the Wild West. He said, son, life's a great test. I was too young to understand. I found the answers in my dreams. What goes around must come back again. Then the cycle is complete. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess, well, I guess we're all part of that same thing. Part of the 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 same thing. Let's strike giants so we can see. Liberate our minds to be free. We were too young to understand. We found the answers in our dreams. What goes around must come back again. Then the cycles are complete. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess, well, I guess we're all part of that same thing. Part of the 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 same thing. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess, well, I guess we're all part of that same thing. Part of the 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 same thing.
Have you seen the t-shirt now? I've got one.
Hopefully I've got one.
You have? I've got one in the car. I'll go and get it for you in a bit.
Wicked, man.
It's got
I
Khaliq
did
in
ask
the
for
middle.
it. And, oh, look, I'm there.
Khaliq?
I'm there in black and white, or grey and black, whatever you want to say. Yeah.
But
With
it's...
Sammy Rogers, yeah, man.
And Andy Bennett's over there as well, but...
Oh, we've cut him out.
Yeah.
A little bit we had to, don't we, obviously.
Don't tell Andy.
He's a superstar.
How's it going at
I
the
just
Crown
seen
Line?
Sam downstairs.
Yeah,
I seen
no,
him
he's
downstairs.
here.
Yeah, man. And little Liam's just turned up.
So many people here tonight.
Stu's come down,
man.
Matty Cole. So,
It's a
you know that
buzz.
family from the Brown Lion
Yeah.
and from all the other places where
Yeah.
they've got this thing going on with all the Andy
Yeah.
and everybody else. They've actually all come down today.
Yeah.
Which is wicked, man, with the missuses, you know, and everything,
Yeah.
and the mates and that, which is, oh, I love it, man, I love it.
And-
And I can't wait to play, to be honest, I'm buzzing.
I know you
I'm
are.
using a 10-piece band, which I've never done before, so it's a bit of a joke. And we've only done one rehearsal, which is a little bit, and I'm not just saying that.
I know you
We
know.
have, because it was really difficult to obviously get everybody to a rehearsal, and they all live in different parts of this bloody island, and
Yeah.
you might think it's small, but it ain't when you're trying to get a rehearsal. This island gets big, man. So we did one rehearsal, so hopefully we should be alright.
But this is the electric Khaliq. You've been doing the acoustics. I mean, Monday night is Happy Mondays at the Brown
Yeah, it's
Lion.
all acoustic, man, really.
Tuesday, where are you Tuesdays? It's
Tuesdays
Sutton, isn't
upstairs,
it?
downstairs, Sutton,
Sutton,
the Head
yeah.
11.
Yeah.
And then Wednesdays it's Solihull at the Acres, and then Thursdays it's at Erdington, the Crown Paper House, which is a great little place. That is.
Yeah.
And then Fridays and Saturdays we do separate things then, because I've got
Yeah.
my band thing and Andy does his own thing. So yeah, it's all right, man. The gigs, they're good. There's too many gigs at the moment, but I love playing, and I promised myself I'd play as many gigs as I could this year because I want my music and my message to really get out. Even if it goes out to 5 people, I'm not bothered. I'll go and play to 5. I'd rather play to 5,000, but 5's still alright.
And that's it, Some people sit back and wait and let it come to them. You don't do that. You go out. You're so busy. I said when we
I learned that really. Yeah. I've never told him, but I learned that from watching Steve Craddock. Really.
Yeah.
He's the hardest working musician I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And sometimes you think, well, does he have to be? And then you realise that's the formula. That is the key to being innovative and being different and being cool and letting it, and people respecting what you're doing on your instruments and other instruments or whatever you do, and getting out there.
Yeah.
I mean, Khaliq, he's hardly ever at home, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's gigging so much, it's a joke. So I look at that, and Andy's the same. Andy's one of them. He'll gig.
Yeah.
If there's 31 days, Andy'll do 31 gigs.
Yeah.
He don't care, and he won't slack. If he has to do 31 gigs in a row, he'll do them.
Yeah.
So it shows me that that's what you really, really have to do if you're really passionate about what you do, and I am. So I do what I've learned from the others.
Well, that's what musicians.
I used to be a little bit lazy.
Floorboards in here, aren't they? Can you hear that?
I was thinking that myself.
But that's what musicians do. You're out, you're about, you're doing it, you're perfecting your trade. The more that you're up on that stage, I listen to you in the sound check, absolutely banging. And the guys from One Eye, when you sang Songbird, I love that song.
Land of a king, land of a king. Woke up this morning hazy, jumped out my coffin, made a crazy vice. Pass me my coffee, baby, light up a split, it's alright.
that is a number one hit all day long in any country. There's 6 billion people on this planet. 5.9 billion should buy Songbird. The other one haven't got access to internet or radio, because that is a tune.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I mean, I do love that tune. Yeah, there's a couple of members who are playing tonight. There's Chris James, who's on the keys and superb backing vocals. Part of the Chris James trio, got his own album out. Shouldn't really plug him, should be plugging himself. He's a top lad anyway. And then we've got Clive, who plays kit and percussion. Tonight he's on percussion. He's one of those subtle players who gently and forcefully, and that's a weird thing to say really, because he's so gentle in his approach that I took note of him, because certain people like to make a lot of noise in music, and they like to say here I am and here I am and here I am, and some people don't make much noise, but their quietness and their thoughtfulness and playing the right notes at the right time, they make more noise at the right time than the people who are making too much noise. And Clive's one of them, so it's really nice to have somebody who's very thoughtful about what he plays. I wish everybody else was like that, including myself.
Who else you got in bank?
What's he talking about?
Clive, man. Go on. Who else? I've got Dr. Ford.
Yeah.
He's a legend. He's back now and he's joined the band, which is absolutely phenomenal. He's one of the best slide players, I think, and one of the best guitarists off the cuff, kind of. Sort of in the vein of Eric Clapton and people like that I've ever seen. And I'm honoured to have somebody like that in the band. And then I've got Mark Sanderson, who's classically trained. He's playing the other guitar tonight. I'm playing a little bit of the old guitar today. We've got Jace Thornton, who's the original drummer from my Factory Records days. With the Asian Man recording. He's the one who played the Asian Man recordings and was chilling out when we used to chill out with the Black Grape and all them people. So Jace was he used to look after me really well. And then we've got Cornelius Winter on the bass. Very well known in this area, well, very well known everywhere, exceptional bass player. We've got Al, who I met from the jam sessions who Andy Bennett introduced me to, which is why these sessions and why us as a family is a great thing, because he's a blues player who absolutely plays proper blues, like you know, you used to watch them films when you were a kid, your dad. And somebody's walking down the street and you hear that blues happening, you're like, whoa, I wish I... Well, he's one of them, and he opens up his case, and he ain't got just a blues harp, he's got everyone in every key. You know what I mean, like little weapons of mass destruction, they're great, really. And he's got long hair and that, and it's white, so I look younger next to him. So I got him in straight away, so if I missed anyone, Andy Sachs and Sam Rogers, they're guesting on tonight, and they're from One Eye. They're the amazing sax section, and they'll be gracing us on Songbird, which is my new single, featuring everybody I've mentioned before, and also I've got a version with Mr. Blonde Blue Eye Steve Craddock, which is absolutely smashing. And he plays Hammond like he's a nutter on it. I mean, I loved what he did on the Hammond, because he's way out there. For somebody that just drinks wine, it's a fair play to him.
But that's the beauty of the unity with the Birmingham music scene. There's One Eye and there's Khaliq today. One Eye are coming and joining you with your Songbird at the end. They're going to finish it and then they're going to start their set.
Yeah, that's great.
That's quality, isn't it?
At the end of the day, I think you get a lot of bands who have that thing where, what do they call it? I mean, it's not like a competition, envy or they're pissed off, I don't play with that band and that. What we've tried to do in the Brown Line and everywhere else we're doing our stuff is don't want people to feel that between each other. Everybody's got a place. What people think of you in the crowd is great, but what someone thinks about that band thinks, oh, they're brilliant, they'll think they're brilliant in a different way for something else that they'll do to them. So everybody's got a place, so we don't put people down when people turn up, even if they're not as good as the last person on, or yourself or somebody else. It don't matter, because within 6 months people like Stu Jennings, who was quiet as a church mouse, I've mentioned it loads of times, he's now doing 45-minute sets. Did the first cover of Songbird, of my Songbird, the other day, and I'm telling you, it's better than mine, man. Oh, dear. I would have eaten, but it's massive.
Bigger and
it's massive.
You don't have eating, Stu.
No, hurt my hand. And he's a lovely lad anyway, I wouldn't eat him anyway.
And your website and your Twitter feeds, how's the easiest way to hook up with Khaliq?
Get onto Facebook. So it's at facebook.com/unique Khaliq. Which is UNIQUEKHALIQ. And the same for Twitter. It's just a slash after Twitter with Unique Khaliq. And you'll see everything that we're doing from there. Simple as that, really.
And your albums, Astral Projections.
That,
what else is coming out?
I'm supposed to have released that, but I am going to release that in the next few months. I've just been doing something in my head.
Have you got a record label?
I don't want one record label. I'm alright, man.
We've got one.
I've got a record label then.
Yeah?
But no, I've got people interested, but I'm not interested in them, to be honest.
No, I'm
one of them. I've got this firm belief that if I carry on doing what I'm doing, carry on doing the gigs I'm doing, full band and acoustic, carry on pushing what I'm doing, I know the people who do the PR stuff and radio stuff and plug-in and all that.
Yeah.
And I've got some people pulling me some right favours, and because the songs are standing up so strong from everybody in the industry so far. I mean, Alan McGee's my mate now, so what can I say? It's all good. But the thing, no, it's all good, isn't it? Little Asian lad from Darlaston, it's pretty good, mate.
Yeah.
His dad works in a factory. He's never had a guitar lesson in his life.
Have you not?
Guitar too bad.
Have you not had a guitar lesson?
No, but I'm starting now with Stu Ford.
You're joking?
Yeah, that was a joke. I'm not going to have lessons with Stu Ford. No, I've never.
You just.
I can't sing without the guitar, and that's the secret. I've never laid it out to anybody, not even when I was signed to Factory in London. Yeah. But I can't sing without my guitar.
Blimey.
Because I never learned to sing properly. So I did ask for some singing lessons recently. Yeah. And I'm getting some girl who used to sing with the Rolling Stones, really nice girl who's supposed to be brilliant. Yeah. Who's going to show me a few pointers.
But that's the thing, when you're a proper artist, you know.
That ain't proper though, is it?
No, it's
most people I know can sing.
Well, you know, it's funny you should say that, but it's about the song, innit? And it's about the vibes, and it's about what you emit from either your voice or from your tunes.
It's something happens to me because when I play at home, I hear that good.
Okay,
I'm joking. No, I'm not. I listen to myself, think, how did I sound like that yesterday? And I ain't got a clue what happens. That's why I keep saying to our kid, I'm sure I'm possessed. And just at the right time, he comes out. It's probably Elvis, the Asian Elvis.
Or the Asian Bob Dylan.
Elvis Pakistani.
Yeah,
know, man.
Yeah.
And your sin's called Big the Laugh, mate.
And you said, how many are you doing tonight? 10, 12?
9.
Alright, okay.
They've cut me down to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes to be expected, which I don't mind, so I'll stretch it out to 43.
Wild West, is that
we're doing Camouflage.
Yep.
Sunshine off the new album, Camouflage Astral Projections, Blind Man's Head, which Chris is going to do backing vocals and wicked piano piece on it. Wild West, Asian Man, Way Back Home, Red Sky, Shine On, and then I'm going to finish off with the two, and it is a 2-chord wonder. Do you know what I mean? 2 chords all the way through, Songbird. Cracking. Why put 3 in? No, Gallagher uses 3. Well, mate, no, he uses 3. We use 2. No, I'm just joking. Love you, man.
Superb. Khaliq, after tonight, what's on the horizon for Khaliq? Festivals, anything lined up?
Yeah, there's apparently some festivals coming up.
Okay.
I'm not sure about confirmation, Something about Ozfest, Shrewsbury Festival, and a few other ones, and I'm doing something with Simon and Oscar at one of their gigs. I ain't sure yet what's going on.
In Birmingham, will you be doing that?
No. To be honest, no, it's not with Mouth. It's with the LCS thing with Simon and Oscar.
Oh, right.
So I'm not sure, but whatever's going on, all I can tell you is it's a promise from Khaliq to whoever's listening out there. I'm just about to blow the roof off this place, and I'm just about to blow the roof off every place that you see me at. God bless you, man.
And keep on to your website, hook into that for everything that is Khaliq.
Yeah, man. Because, the artwork and the philosophy behind it and everything,
it's all you,
that's
isn't it?
What it's about, man. If you come to see my band, you'll see every colour in the world in my band, because that's what I believe I'm every colour in the world myself. And the front cover's about the colours. You look at the face and the colours and the designs, and you look at Khaliq and what it's about. And if you don't experience that, then I ain't doing my job properly. And I think you will experience that, and that makes the world come together. That's what I'm about.
And I guess, in essence, just finishing off there, that's what it's all about. You're looking for a rainbow. Boy, you found that pot of gold at the end of yours, mate. Quality.
And she's out there, my missus. I know, she's alright. She's not bad. I have to say that, she'll batter me.
I know, she will, yeah.
You remember last time?
I know.
I went,
yeah, we got
how many gigs are you doing? I went, 200 and something. I went, what do you think of that? You went, you must have a very understanding missus. And I never thought of it like that. And I went, yeah, you're right. Stop me in the tracks.
Mate,
what time is it?
You better go. You better go. Khaliq, have a great one. Absolutely smash it. I'm going to be down there in a minute, brother. Back in all the way. Guys, thanks for your time. Brilliant. Thank you. Right, I'm off to go and watch Khaliq smash the back out of the Jamhouse, the wonderful Jamhouse in the Jewellery Quarter, Hockley, Birmingham. Thanks for listening. Good night. God bless. Keep music real.
One, two, three, four. Firecracker smacking back along a lost and lonely track. 'Cause I think I've been trapped inside the web of my own truths and lies tonight. Never lost, you may be found, a fleeting foot on changing ground. So pick a sparrow, throw a stone, you won't need no direction home tonight. Tonight, find something, lose something, build something, break something, move something, shake something, or you might create something right. From my broken cup and please read from my open book. I don't need much but the same thing back, so please say you can grant me that tonight. Tonight, find something, lose something, build something, break something, feel something, make something, or you might create something right. Sin you've given and you had no choice but choose to win or lose and sit outside the game. Watch it spin again tonight. Tonight, find something, lose something, build something, break something, heal something, say something, steal something, pay something, feel something, fake something, move something, shake something, love someone, make something, you might create something right. Into when you lose the things that made you, you are skewed. Glittering goals that eat at you reside but don't ignite in you tonight. Lose something, build something, break something, heal something, say something, steal something, pay something, feel something, make something, lose something, shake something, love someone, make something.